let's go ahead and get started. And want to welcome anyone attending, and welcome to folks who might view this after the fact. It's May 2nd. School's wrapping up, and our especially with our high school juniors and seniors in mind, we're interested in energy careers in energy. I know that we're working closely with our PG&E Energy Academies to stay in touch with folks as they graduate. And one of the ways that we do this is with our LinkedIn accounts and with the PG&E.com resources, where students can actually create profiles and find opportunities for jobs, for scholarships, for internships, and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. The same old slide as before. Our STEM High Schools program is something we're using to reach out to all the schools in the service area, which is the better part of the state of California from Santa Barbara north. And we're, offering the energy curriculum, kits and workshops, robotics grants are coming up, tools to explore careers, expert speakers. Paid summer internships are now, the applications are open in a limited number of cities, and student scholarships come up every year. This year, we're going to talk about using LinkedIn. Students could, it's something that more and more soft skills courses for young people are inviting them to use LinkedIn. It's become a pretty established networking resource, online networking resource, and more schools are feeling comfortable with working with kids to create an account. And in the case of our PG&E program, we have a industry group specifically for high school seniors and graduates and academy students. So that's something we've created. Then there's the PG&E careers page that we'll explore. You can look at careers, you can sign up for job postings, and find temporary work at their hiring hall. And the last item on our list has to do with taking courses from PG&E online, which is something brand new this year. So I'm going to take back ownership of the screen, and I'm going to ask Mark, I know you're on the line, and you can confirm for me if the screen that we're showing is going to be the screen that we want. I'm going to make myself the presenter. And I'm just going to share my screen. Now, Mark, do you have a LinkedIn account? Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good. Do you use a LinkedIn account?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Well, this is just a random page, and what we're going to be doing in person with students during the summer internship is helping them to create a page and learn what's effective and what tips to avoid and so forth. We're working with Junior Achievements Career Success program, and in addition to just keeping a presence out there so that people can find you as a professional, or students as upwardly mobile people in getting ready to become professionals in a particular industry. You can use this to keep track of documents, like you can keep your resume up there, your work history, and go out and search different groups that one might want to join. I have, and I'm looking for the button for it, and I'm not seeing it.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to give it a try.
Let me see here.
Trying to take care of that.
Hey. There we go. Sure.
Oh.
All right. So I can show, for example, that I follow energy storage, smart grid, renewable energy groups, and zero net energy buildings. And then I've created a PG&E. This is a list of the different groups that I belong to. You might need to zoom that in a little bit. Energy and utilities networks, sustainable communities, science, Stanford, and various and sundry, mostly energy-related groups. And then I have my own group that I manage, which is the PG&E Energy Academy Interns and Graduates group, which we've just started, and which will become a place where if we need to, if it works both ways, hopefully a two-way street, where if we have students or graduates that want to, look into scholarships or anything, then they can reach out to me or one another, other professionals that are part of this group. And if we want to reach out to them, then we can similarly post scholarship, internship, job opening opportunities through this group. So this is, I think, a fabulous way that's going to become more and more a part of the career world for our graduates. And I don't know that LinkedIn is something yet that schools are using to affect public schools. We had one school, in fact, that where it's blocked, and I was with the kids trying to sign them up for a LinkedIn account, and we ended up using their smartphones because their smartphones weren't. We got permission, but they couldn't clear the URL through the school network without a week's notice. So we allowed the students to use smartphones to log on to LinkedIn and create pages. So we're delighted about that. So that's all for LinkedIn. Now, the next topic, and this is a wonderful resource that's been there forever, and it's just getting better every year, and that's the careers@pgne.com page. It's simply that, careers.pgne.com, and they update their homepage. It looks like this right now, and I'm going to zoom in on this too, because I think this might be better like that. The key points for this page are just really for someone who's never lived in the area or knows anything at all about PG&E. You'll see across the top these various buttons. Working at PG&E will tell you about an overview of the employee benefits, the hiring process. Career areas is a great way to search for and to learn the huge range of different jobs that exist. It's not all truck driving and reading meters. There's a growing number of positions in information technology, cybersecurity, chemical and electrical engineering. A lot of people, I think, really think that energy utility industry jobs are blue collar or manual labor related, and that's just not so. Also on this page, and again, this is a pretty good go-to one stop page, is the university programs that are available and different training and development opportunities. So we're going to go ahead and look at the university programs real quickly. We have an overview, and we talk about summer internships. When any student becomes involved in a summer internship, and this is to be distinguished from the STEM high school summer internship. The internship on this page is describing the program for college students, but this is, it's never too soon to start talking to high school students about the things that are available when they're in college. So these summer internships are different from our high school summer internships, which are starting this year. In this summer are happening in Sacramento, Oakland, San Jose, and Fresno. 4 cities will have internships for high school, juniors, rising seniors. This page is describing university level, college level internships. But that doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities for non-college or for community college folks. So we have a Power Pathway program that discusses the opportunities for young people to become involved in a community college level program with what's called the Power Pathway. And this is something I just encourage students to explore on their own. We're not going to go into it on this call. The schedule is here, the highlights and histories, the locations, and so forth are all available through this page. But what I do, what I have students do is that in addition to looking at the career areas, for example, through the overview and then reading about each sector, customer care careers, that's an easy enough thing to do. I like to just send students over to the job search sometimes and let them do some exploring. So there's an easy job search function. And what I encourage all students to do, and this is a requirement of our juniors and seniors at the energy academies, is to create an account here. Now, I could type in solar, and we could do a search for, we don't have to include a location, but let's say I wanted solar in an area of 100-mile radius of, say, Stockton, and it goes up to 50. Well, Stockton, hopefully there might be some opportunities for. Okay, San Ramon, expert fire weather incident meteorologist position in San Ramon. Now, again, these are jobs for the company. That doesn't mean there aren't solar installer jobs or solar, third-party jobs. This is jobs for PG&E. Other search terms, and then you can take out that. You can take out the qualifier for location and search again, and possibly, no, in this case, we didn't get more hits. You can also search for GED. I've found that searching for GED provides several kind of less experience required, more entry-level positions, and these are all jobs that include the term or the acronym GED in their job description. Now, so this is just a fun way to experiment for students to do a little bit of career exploration. Of course, we have the Green 360 application and program for a more structured career exploration process, and we also have what's called Get Into Energy, which is the Center for Energy Workforce Development program, and all of these are available when teachers ask us for assistance. But I don't want to go too far afield of the careers at pgne.com page. Going back to the job search, though. And again, let's just, for kicks, GED, let's see what's available near, again, 95204 for Stockton, 50 miles. Let's see if, with that search term if we get more hits or not. 3 different mechanics, utility worker, fossil maintenance. That's an interesting job. But what I encourage all students to do is, in order to be contacted by PG&E when something comes up that fits their interests and their expertise, I say, okay, go to the job search page. So I'm going to go backwards. Go to the job search page, view profile, sign in, these students won't have created a profile yet. So they have to look to this page and say, oh, I see, not a registered user yet. Go there and create an account. Now, I've already got an account, so I'm not going to go through this, and I'm going to see if I can log into my account, take a look at what things look like from the other side. Well, it's not doing it for me. So we're going to move to the next topic. But I just want to say in closing that we encourage all students to create a profile. When you do, because I'm not finding my password that works for this site. Once you get in, you'll note receive new job posting notifications, hear more about job opportunities. This is the main reason we want to have students sign up for this. The new job posting notifications will be based on a series of preferences that students create when they create their account. This is something that they'll learn in the process of signing up. So as we're running out of time a little bit, I want to go straight to, ta-da, the PG&E Energy Education classes online. And this is really kind of the most exciting thing that has come up in the past year. So remember, LinkedIn accounts, create an account, then careers.pgne.com to create an account, and then the Fabulous Energy Education courses, which are here. Now, some of the classes include continuing education units, CEUs. Some of them are very technical, but others are not so technical. And in fact, I took one of the classes, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later. What we want students to do, though, is to create an account on this page and actually take a course or two. We're requiring of our Energy Academy seniors that they take one or two courses, and this is a searchable, right? So you can look at live classes. Live classes refers to you're going to go into the Energy Training Center in Stockton or the Pacific Energy Center in San Francisco, or maybe one of the classrooms in San Ramon or elsewhere, or you click on demand. See, on demand. That means online learning. Basics of solar electric systems. I took this course and I found it to be appropriate to a high school junior or senior's capacity to follow instruction. There were several pre-tests. I think it was 5 mini tests with 5 questions each to pass the course. And once you take a course, once you create a profile and you take a course or two, it shows up in your transcript, and there's a recording of it. Let me see if I'm in. There we go. So look, I've taken basics of solar electric systems. I plan to take residential energy auditing, but I haven't taken the time to take that yet. Solar electric systems took a couple of hours to watch short videos that were anywhere between, I think, 5 and 12 minutes. And then you watch the videos and you take notes, and then you take the little post test. And I'm going to see if I can print the certificate. What is that? There. Look at that. So I've passed a course. Matt Baker, good friend of mine, interestingly. I never looked at the certificate, but there it is. So it's encouraging, and these are things that go on your online transcripts, after all, and they are, they're portable. These are things that students can put on their resume and add to their list of educational good deeds. I think that students would be interested perhaps in electric vehicles, what you need to know. There was a student in Arroyo Grande who's taking a course on climate change. And really, there's just quite a few different, let's see if we can find by searching climate change course, if that would, maybe it was, I'm trying to, if you can think of a topic like solar, or one of the words in the title of the course, then you have a better chance of finding these. But mastering the art of sustainable brewing, look at that. So it goes to show you the San Ramon Food Service Technology Center has a lot of courses, and they have a course on brewing. Who knew? So again, this is a way to search for courses. You can search by market sector, food processing, biotech, healthcare, high tech, industrial, and different types of buildings, different types of businesses. And you can also sort whether or not there's continuing education units available for that. Primary topic, architecture, benchmarking, building performance, climate and the environment. So I think there's a lot of possibility here for students who want to build up their resume with courses that are related to their areas of interest, whether it be solar, architecture, engineering, and so forth. I'll take a break for any questions. Mark, I think you're the only one on the call. Have you got any questions so far?
No, I think this is all great information I need to pass along.
Yeah,
I'm actually impressed with the list of courses here. I might even be having to take a few.
it's I strongly recommended that. I would be so happy. I would be proud to see some teachers take some of these. There's nothing like being able to tell a student, look, I took it, you can do it. And I'm not even as smart as you, literally give them some props. I thought it was fun, and I'm excited I put residential energy auditing down because I mean to take it. But what I really want to do is I'm going to sign up for this electric vehicles, what you need to know right now, in fact, and sign up for it. Let me see, how do I sign up for that? See, description, audience, register, boom. I'm going to register for that because I drive a Volt. I'm interested in electric vehicles. It's a huge thing going on. Let me see here. Add me. G. This one I know my password here, but it's different for the other. I think different for the other page. And talk. Boom. Here I am. I'm enrolled now. And no cost. See? How fun is that?
Yeah.
And then this should appear on my... So I think there's nothing better than, when among our students who are all very busy, we can't give them everything that they need. And for those who are really achievers or curious or not getting what we wish we could give them, and you know how that is, we can't give them all everything that we wish we could. Here we are with something we can hand them. Here's a free, no cost thing you can do on your own time. Now I'm signed up, see, for electric vehicles, what you need to know, and I have 2 courses that I can launch at will, and I have months to work on them. And that's on demand. That's very exciting. That alone is one of the most exciting things. But I do want to go back to which is I think it's in competition for the on-demand learning is in the career areas. Back to that careers.pgd.com page is the temporary hiring hall, and these jobs there are temporary positions with either the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers or the Engineers and Scientists of California, Local 20. How cool is that? Get a job with the Engineers and Scientists of California for temporary jobs. So they require simple pre-employment tests, and they want to see a resume. I don't know that there's a lot of competition for these positions, but it's a great way, I think, for a young person to get some employment in while they're between high school, and college, or between colleges. I think a significant number of young people are not going to college directly out of high school, and I think there's nothing at all wrong with that. And this is a way that they might get a foot in the door to become qualified for, a number of jobs that are described down here, but by no means are they limited to these positions. Clerical, clerk, utility machine operator, utility workers, materials, linemen, mapping technician. These could be, any number of jobs. But I'm excited about any students. If they don't know it, union work is good work. The whole idea of unions is it's a significant opportunity for people who want to, or need to be employed soon and want to have a solid experience. So these are actually a listing of the different. It looks like some of the positions that are associated with the hiring hall below that. But I would encourage any students to start off by calling the ESC and the IBEW teams, the hiring hall administration team, at these numbers and to get the ball rolling. Because I have a feeling that it's for a young person with the initiative and the capacity to pass the pre-employment test, which I've seen, and they're pretty pretty consistent with some basic skills that you'd expect to see in math and critical thinking exams. They're not long. They're not SAT. They're basic real world kinds of aptitude tests, workplace skills tests. And so that's one of my favorite things to end up with. So like I said, I'm really excited about classes that students can take, getting them involved with LinkedIn and creating a presence there. And then the pgne.com careers page where at least we can continue to stay in touch with students when they leave high school. Our biggest challenge in working with high school programs, especially in the workforce development world, is that they're almost exclusively minors throughout their high school experience, and we are and high schools don't frequently stay in touch with their graduates post graduation. And so when people ask us how many people that have gone through the Energy Academy program are coming to work in the energy and utility industry, we don't know. We haven't had the education, the public education world protects, the privacy and anonymity of students to a certain degree from the private sector. And so without a real forward-thinking preemptive plan to engage them, and it needs to kind of come from them. Hey, would you like to join? And we tried this with Facebook. We think LinkedIn is a better way, and we think the PG&E careers page. After all, you can create a job profile there. We think that'll be another way to stay in touch with our young people who are in high school and moving out into the work world. And with that, I think we've wrapped up the program. So I would ask Mark if you have any other questions.
No, I don't think I have any questions right at the moment.
Okay. Trying not to get back to my here. Yay! Okay, so wrapping up, LinkedIn and join industry groups. Create a profile at pg&e.com. And what I'm going to do is I'll be sending folks included in the slideshow. I'll send the slideshow and the video and this page of links, which take folks directly to the links that matter. And then we would we'll be done. And I'll tell you, this is the last of our series for the summer. First week of June is going to be summer for some schools, and for others, we're going to be busy with graduation plans and finals and everything else, right? And so,
yeah.
You already have.
Yeah, I do.
A kilowatt meter, but I might get you another one just because it's so cool if you're using it. And I can. I'm going to end the recording of this for now, but but before I do, and I want to keep talking to you. Before I do, I just want to say thank you for everyone who use our webinars after the fact, and I can always be reached here thanks to this closing slide. You can reach me at bscott@need.org. My mobile phone takes text messages, and you can find links to our curriculum and all of our wonderful resources at www.need.org. And remember all the links on the prior slide. So with that, I'm going to say thank you, everyone, and goodbye.